Hi, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Be confident or borrow confidence. I absolutely loved it when I heard this, okay? The borrow confidence part, because it's like I'd never heard it before and I was like, actually, that makes sense. So, when you are starting something new project, new task, new job, new business, whatever, you may not be confident in doing it straight out the gate. You know what I mean? You're learning new skills, you're finding your rhythm, you're taking each step forward, you're doing stuff, you know what I mean? You're putting yourself under pressure, all of this, okay? And you may not be confident, but you see other people being confident in what they're doing. And the thing is that if you're not confident in something, and honestly, I can say on day one of anything, you're not confident on anything because you're still learning the ropes and things like that. But then the more that you do it continuously and you keep stacking up, keep showing up, keep doing it, the more confidence you will gain. Okay, because then you'll go, oh, I remember doing that. I did that yesterday or I did that last week. And so you get more confident. But on day one, you're looking at everyone else being confident on stuff and you're like questioning yourself. You may go into the fear mode. You may then have that voice inside your head going, oh, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You'll never do it, blah, blah, blah. But then again, you need to take a step back and stop having a go at yourself because you're only on day one. Or you're starting something fresh, you're starting something new, and it is a learning thing. It's a bit like being back at school or being home educated as a child, or when my mum went to learn how to be a nurse when she was 39, she had to learn straight out the gate, especially learning a new career, starting again, and lots of people do it at certain points within their life. But my message for you today is, you need to be confident in what you're doing. So go out there. The universe listens to everything that you say, right? And you can change the word universe to God, Allah, angels, source, whatever you want to use, whatever's, you're comfortable with using. But basically, if you affirm out there that you are going to do something, use the law of attraction, do law of vibration, do all those things, I am going to X, Y, and Z, ... fill in the blank. You are confident in what you're doing, regardless of what other people think, what they say, whatever. You know what I mean? Outside influences can ruin everything, all right? So the one thing is you've got to be confident, and if you can't, and that's okay as well, okay, it's a learning thing as well, is that you can borrow confidence off someone else. And what I mean by that is they're oozing confidence. You're on day one at a job or you're starting your business or whatever. Borrow confidence off someone else and kind of step into that persona of, well, I own a business now, or I am whatever title you are at work. That doesn't mean bring your ego into it and think you're better than everyone else. We're not on about that. We don't do any of that. Keep your feet on the ground, all of that stuff. But you can borrow confidence off someone else and you can kind of bring into your persona, your energy, their confidence of what they're doing. They're very firm. They're on it. They know what they're talking about. All of that. You know what I mean? I have had over the years so many people come to me and they're doing a Zoom call with customers, clients, team members, whatever. And they're like, oh, but what if I mess up? And I'm like, right, you're the expert. They don't know. They've been invited to this Zoom call or this call with you. They don't know your expertise. They don't know your skills. They don't know. They're going to learn from you. So if you mess up or stumble or say something a little bit different, they're not going to know any different anyway because they don't know what you're saying. They don't know what you're going to say because they're brand new. You are the expert. You are the person they've come to listen to. So again, even with that, you're borrowing confidence from the knowledge that you've just learned, going, actually, yeah, that's true. And I'm like, there you go. So borrow confidence. If you can't be confident, or you can't find it, you can't grasp it, or whatever, straight away, which, okay, that's fine, borrow it off someone else. Borrow someone's, motivation. Borrow someone's confidence with something. Borrow someone's energy, and then you execute, take action, do the thing, show up, shine brightly, and really put across what you're doing. The worst thing that you can do is go, that's all we hear. No disrespect, this is my honest opinion. It's all we hear off politicians, and the stumbling. It's the worst thing ever when they're trying to answer a question and they don't answer the question. You know what I mean? But it's like, whereas if you can sit there and you're doing a Zoom call and you've got bullet points in front of you and you've borrowed someone's confidence because you're brand new at this and you're still learning, brilliant. If you're doing a Zoom call, try and get someone else on there who's a little bit more forward than you, okay? Or they've been in the business longer than you or something like that. Get them on the call. Then you are the expert and so are they. And that will give more oomph to your call, okay? So again, it's all about being confident in what you're delivering. You're giving value to the people. It isn't about you. It's about the message and what's getting across. But if you can be confident in the delivery of something, so it's a win-win, For example, you could be working in a store, okay? And you could be selling tech stuff, fridges, electrical stuff, washing machines, all of this. And a customer comes in and you're brand new. You're on week 1. You're still learning, okay? You're on week 1 and, they're like, right, well, we need this, this, this and this. And you're like, right, let's take you over here. This is where the washing machines are. These are what all the categories are, and the buttons and all of this. What is it exactly that you're after? And what you can do, go, right, you have a look around, see if there's any that kind of, catch your eye. Do you want white? Do you want black? Do you want silver? What colour do you want? How big do you want the drum? All of this. And I'll go and have a look down here. Or you can go and I'll just go and get some information or get my colleague. You know what I mean? Again, you've affirmed it with confidence. You are the expert in there. Even though you're on week 1, you're the expert and you have basically said, you've kind of put them so they're looking, they're preoccupied, shall we say, in looking at the washing machines, what size they want, what colour they want, what specs are on the machine, what buttons are on there, blah, blah, blah. You've gone to find out the information, or you've gone to get someone else who can come and help. You know what I mean? Brilliant. That doesn't mean that you're lacking. That doesn't mean you're failing. That means you're being savvy. Okay, so be confident in what you're doing. Doesn't mean being cocky and being egotistical and all of this stuff and I'm better than you. We're not on about that. Don't do that because that's just not a great habit to have. But, be confident in what you're doing and borrow someone else's confidence as well. Okay, until you are comfortable with being uncomfortable, but until you're comfortable with knowing that you are so focused on giving the value, giving the information over, educating people about whatever it is for them to tick over and say yes to you, whatever, with any product, service, anything like that you're offering or anything that you're talking about. Okay, day ones and week ones can kind of put people off. I don't want you to be put off or kind of start second guessing yourself and go, oh, this isn't working, I'm never going to be good at this, because guess what? The brain believes what you tell it. And again, you know me, it's all about mindset. Mindset. Okay, so if you think you can or think you can't, you're right on both accounts. That's from Henry Ford. And the thing is, if you keep telling yourself you're rubbish at it, you'll never do it, blah, 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 then yeah, because you're telling yourself that. Whereas if you can confidently, as I said at the beginning, affirm to yourself, I'm going to do this. This is amazing. I'm only on week 1. I'm still learning, but I'm going to be really good at this. And I already am. Let's go. then obviously you can see there's a different energy and a different vibe with what you're saying. So be mindful as well of the vocab that you use for yourself, what you tell yourself, and know that every single day you can stack up more confidence, more motivation, more excitement, anything, okay, and the energy obviously, but yeah, that's my message for today. So have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. I'm sending you lots of love, happiness, positivity, all of that. Go to my website, RebeccaAdamsBiz.com/links. Have a look at everything I've got to offer on there for you, to empower you, to inspire you, to get you earning money, changing your mindset and elevating you. And I'll see you on the next one.